In episode 2, we saw Liv successfully enter the drowned plane. She was not able to get the satellite phone, but she got bags. In the bags she found a lot of dry cash. She used it to start the fire. She dances in excitement. She hallucinates Sam, who demotivates her. Let's see what at the start of this episode we see Liv's memories. Her mother is painting. After some time, Liv's mother and father quarrel with each other. She is disturbed by the painting and wakes up. She starts the fire. Again, we see baby Liv with her mother. Her mother is weeping and talking to someone on phone. Her mother says, "I love you," and leaves the house. At present, she is licking the chocolate wrapper. This reminded her of her boyfriend, who had brought her food. They started talking. She finally ate the food. She said it is delicious. Then, she showed him her drawer, which was full of snacks. She warned him not to access her drawer in her absence. Her boyfriend says it is not food. Then, we see a doctor who is telling her to avoid certain foods, like fresh juice, raw fish, sushi, cookie, alcohol, pre-stuffed poultry, unwashed fruits, or vegetables. The doctor suggested her to drink only filtered water from now on. Then we see her emptying pills bottles. She fills it with stream water, but its color is not white. It is impure. So, she decides to boil it. She finds metal parts of airplane and makes a beaker out of it. She put the beaker on the fire. She put water in it. When the water boiled, in her excitement, she tried to touch it with her bare hand. It got her burnt. She put her hand in the lake water. Next, we see her school teacher telling her father that Liv does not make any friends. She tries to remain alone. Her father says he will handle it himself. Then, she makes fire again and boils water. She let it cool for a moment. Then she drinks it. Again, we see Liv sitting with her dad. Her father said, "This cocoa is good." He asks, "You are doing a lot of drawings." Liv asked her dad, "Why no relatives comes to visit us?" Her father says, "We came here to do things our way. We are fine, we don't need anybody else." She said, "What if you go somewhere, or die?" Her father replied, "I am not going anywhere, and I am strong." She asks her father, why did her mother leave her? Her father said she was sick, it had nothing to do with you, okay? His father said, he does not want to talk about it anymore. Then, we see Liv scratching her mom's face in her painting. Next, we see Liv trying to catch fish. She extracts thread from her makeup box, attached it to her earrings as a hook, and tries to catch fish. But, her thread gets broken. After failing her attempt to catch fish, she shouts that doctor had said her not to eat fish anyway. Next, she roams in the forest to find food. She noticed berries. She became happy and filled her bottles with berries. Then she boiled berries. There were 3 types of berries, and she does not know which to eat. She tries one berry, but its taste was not good, so she spits it. She tried another berry, its taste was good, so she ate it. But at night, she had pain in her stomach, and she vomits. This means she ate the wrong berry. This vomiting reminds her of her pregnancy. Meanwhile, we see her dreams. She sees the bear eating berries. She also joins it. Suddenly, she wakes up. In the morning she examines the feces of the bear. She found half-digested berries. She matched its color with her collected berries, and by this, she was able to identify the correct berry to eat. Next, she goes to the forest and collects more berries. Meanwhile, it started raining. She put empty bottles to fill them with rainwater. She hid under a tree. In past, when Liv was trying to find her belongings, she found old postcards sent by her mother. In one of the letters, her mother said that she will be in Inuvik until September. That's why Liv was in a hurry to meet her mom. She wanted to know, does she look like her mom? Next, in the dawn, we see Liv climbing to the top of the hill. She notices an artificial light far away. She makes up her mind to go there. Episode 3 ends here. Let's see what happens in episode 4. Liv is out with her boyfriend. She is dancing on the street. His boyfriend says this red dress suits you. Suddenly, her dream gets over, and she wakes up. She packs water bottles, put letters in her bag, and sets out for that location. She throws a stone in the lake. Meanwhile, we see her work in her office. She went out of her cabin. She asks her boyfriend for dinner. He says what color of flower does she like. At present, she is roaming in the forest. She puts plastic on tree branches as a sign. She again climbs to the top of the hill and sets her mind to go there. While roaming, she found a human shoe mark, but later, she discovers that it is her own shoe mark. She came to the same point from where she started. Despite her attempt, she is only circling. Again, she hallucinates Sam, who is demotivating her. She sits down and remembers her mom, who is smoking and painting. Because they will have to take 2 subways to reach her school. Her mom says we will go there by car. She asks her mom, does father know you will be driving? In the reply, her mom says, your father needs to stop trying to control everything we do. At present, she has lost the way. She again climbs to the top and tries to remember the way. There, she remembers her teacher teaching her to make a compass. She makes a compass, using a needle and sponge. She finds a magnet from the watch. She rubs the needle with a magnet, put it in the sponge, and places it inside the bottle, filled with water. Then she started craving in the fallen tree. She wrote, Liv was here. Then we see her, using her compass to go through the forest. Then it started raining. She covers her head with a coat. She stops near a tree, and tries to check her location using a compass. Then, she found she was on the right way. Then she felt her bag heavy, so she takes her laptop out of the bag, and leave it there. Then, we see Liv and her boyfriend in the bar. Says he wanted to become a teacher. He said his mother died. He had no money, so he became a lawyer. He thanks her for sharing her happy place. At present, she is walking through the forest. She took out her phone and did some fake talk. She tries to talk with her mother. Again we see her past, where her mother did not go to take Liv from her school. Instead, she went on a painting show. Here Liv's father and mother had some arguments. As a present, she does fake talk with her mom. She says she would have died in the plane crash. She says she is pregnant. She says she is stuck here due to her. She throws her phone. While roaming, she found a cash note, which she had thrown on the way. Her compass is not working. She checks her bag for the watch, but she did not find it. So she decides to go back to get the watch. She hallucinates Sam, who again demotivates her. Meanwhile, she heard some noise in the leaves. She thought of it as the bear. She runs away and climbs the tree. Later, she finds that it was a wild cat. She chuckles. Again, we see past memories of Liv, where we see Liv dancing with her boyfriend. Liv tries to make fun by kicking the dustbin container. She forces her boyfriend to kick the container. She is again disturbed by a painting. She sees her mom dancing. She completes the dance. Suddenly, she hears an engine sound, and she rushes to take help, but in vain. Meanwhile, she falls into a trap. She falls inside a cave. She falls to the ground. Episode 3 and 4 ends here. Hope you liked the video. Get subscribed for latest updates.